Hello again, it's Mandy here, getting to know you a bit now. I'm going to read you a scripture from that passage from 1 Kings chapter 17, which is linked to the challenge for today, the next breadcrumb. And it's just from verse 8, and it says, And he called to her and said, Please bring me a little water in a cup that I may drink. And today that's what we're going to do. We're going to be people who put some water in a cup and give it to somebody. If you've been a Christian for a while, that water has great significance in the Bible. Think about Philemon, who refreshed the hearts of the saints, and think about Jesus, that he says, I am the water. If any man drinks of me, he'll never thirst again. Well, at this season, we're just coming up to Easter, and so some of you may be doing a Lenten fast, or you're meditating on scriptures about the crucifixion. And this time it reminds us that we are children of God and heirs with Christ. And we are so because in this world we're like him. And part of being a Christian is taking up our cross. I'm just going to read a scripture from Matthew. And it says, Whoever does not take up their cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Whoever finds their life will lose it, and whoever loses their life for my sake will find it. Then it gives a little instruction as to what that might mean for some people to lose your life. And it's just very simple. Anyone who welcomes you welcomes me, and anyone who welcomes me welcomes the one who sent me. Whoever welcomes a prophet as a prophet will receive a prophet's reward, and whoever welcomes a righteous person as a righteous person will receive a righteous person's reward. And if anyone gives even a cup of cold water to one of these little ones who is my disciple, truly I tell you, that person will certainly not lose their reward. Well, one of the things I said to you about this challenge is that I really feel that the Lord, he's seen your heart and he wants to reward you. And taking up your cross isn't such a big deal in some respects, because I think God has put in our hearts to serve him and to serve his people. And one way to take up our cross is to stop thinking about ourselves in this time of crisis where you're not quite sure what's going on, and start to think about somebody else and to think of a word of encouragement for another person. Now today I'm asking you to pray and ask the Lord who you can give a word of encouragement to, that you would be that righteous person's glass of water. And in giving, you'll find in the future when you need, you'll get a word of encouragement back. You'll get the reward back that you've sown. Now, we know we don't sow just to give, but I do believe that God is wanting you to receive something in this season, in this time that's coming up to a resurrection. So the challenge today is pray and ask the Lord, who do you want me to give a word of encouragement to? Now, I'm just going to give you a little caveat, because you may want to do that more than once in the next few days, which I encourage you, do that more than once. But I'm asking you to look through the names of people who you can see in this group. You probably don't know them, and all the better if you don't know them. And I ask you to pray today over that person's name and ask the Lord, what is it specifically that you want to do for that person? What is a word of scripture that you want me to share with that person? And then I encourage you to just identify their name in the Facebook group. Say, hello, Mandy, Scott Morgan. I've been praying for you about this issue, and this is the scripture that God gave me to share with you. It's going to be so encouraging. Please, if you're a bit nervous about doing this, don't be. You're just giving a cup of water. You're giving out of your own soul, out of the Spirit of God within your soul, to somebody else. I mean, I don't know whether I got that doctrinally right, but basically, you've got something. Pass it on, girl. Okay, I encourage you to do that. Looking forward to seeing you in the Facebook group, and I'll send you another email tomorrow. See you soon. I've got to close this thing down now. Bye-bye now.